Hey guys, it's Dani. So today I'm going to do a book haul. So before I get into the book haul, I just wanted to say that I'm on winter break right now, which is why my background is different. All of the books in this haul are from Book Outlet. On Book Outlet, you could get books that are new and also ones that are scratch and dent, which are still new but can have some imperfections like a tear, which you'll see some in this haul. And it's a website, so I will link it below. I will also list Amazon links to all the books below, so you can look at summaries and authors and everything like that, because I am really bad at pronouncing authors' names. But if you have any questions about any of the books, you could just list them below. The first book that I got from Book Outlet is called Every Day. This book is about a person who every day wakes up in a different person's body and only stays in that body for a day. So the person doesn't really have its own identity. Ever since it was born, each day it's a different person, different gender and stuff. And then the main character falls in love with this girl, who is the girlfriend of a guy who he is for a day. It's kind of confusing to explain. I actually already read this book. This book is on my December TBR, and it was the first book that I read this month. And it was so good, I really recommend this book, and I'll get into it more on my December wrap-up. The next book that I got is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Mortal Instruments series. I read City of Bones, which is the first book, a few years back, and I enjoyed it, but I never thought of finishing the series or anything. And then from watching other people's videos, I decided to, and I'm loving it. I'm reading it currently, so please excuse my Kleenex bookmark. But I'm almost done with it, and I'm really loving it. The Mortal Instruments are about shadow hunters. It's a fantasy series, and like all other books, I'll link them below so you can find out more about them. And if you are interested in finding out more about the Mortal Instruments series, I would recommend starting with reading the summary of City of Bones, not City of Ashes, which is this book. The next book that I got is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. The Infernal Devices are also like the Mortal Instruments. It's about shadow hunters also. It's the same kind of story, but it's set in the past, while Mortal Instruments is set in the present. I don't know much else about it, and this is the first book in the series, and I'm really excited to read it. The next book that I got is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. And this book I have not read yet either, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. The cover is so pretty. I love the side of it. I think it's so cute, and it's hardcover. And this was one of the scratch and dent copies, so the big scratch and dent part of this is that there's a rip. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's right here. And I taped it up on the other side so it wouldn't get any bigger, but this was $2.99, so just having a little rip in it is still an amazing deal. And this is a series of companion novels. This is the first book in the series. I think they're called the Lunar Chronicles, I believe, yes. And this book is a retelling of Cinderella, and it's about robots, I believe. So I'm really excited to read it. I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to get to it, but I'll definitely be letting you guys know how I like it. The next book that I got is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. And this is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles series. And again, this is a companion novel. It's the same kind of idea, but it's with a different fairy tale. Like the first one I said is about Cinderella. This one, I believe, is about Little Red Riding Hood. And I'm excited to get into the series. Like I said, this one is paperback, but it's still really nice, and I'm really excited to read it. The next book that I got is Entwined by Heather Dixon, and this book actually also is a retelling of a fairy tale. This is about the 12 princesses, I think that's what it's called, and I don't know that fairy tale, I don't know anything about it, so really won't be like a retelling for me specifically. But I've been wanting to read this book ever since Elle Fowler posted a literature about this, and I think the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and even the back of it is really pretty too. I don't think you're going to be able to really see it. My lighting isn't the best here. I've really been into books about princesses and royal families and stuff, and I think I'll really like this, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. The next book that I got is Shadow and Bone. And I don't know if this series has a name to it or not, or if it's called the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I'm assuming it's a trilogy because only 3 books are out currently, but I could be wrong. I do not know a lot about this book at all, besides that it is fantasy. and I'm looking forward to reading it. I think the covers are really pretty, and I've heard really great things about this book series. The last book that I got is Siege and Storm, and this is the second book in the Shadow and Bone series or trilogy or whatever the series is called. And this was also a scratch and dent copy, so the imperfection that it has is really on the top here. There's a little tiny rip, which is really great for this huge hardcover book, and I'm really looking forward to starting this series. But again, like I said, I do not know much about this series at all besides that it's a fantasy series. These were my first times ordering from Book Outlet. They were actually 2 separate orders that were from the past month or so, and I was really impressed by Book Outlet, and I will definitely be ordering from them again. The only thing is that their shipping takes a while, especially the first order that I got. Took a really long time to come. Surprisingly, my Black Friday offer did not take as long, but I really recommend buying stuff from there because their deals are amazing. You could get the best deals. I mean, shipping is a little bit pricey, but even adding in that, it's still a much better deal than just buying stuff at Barnes & Noble or a bookstore or wherever you go. Thank you guys for watching my book haul. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.